Welcome to It's Lifestyle, and it's me, Melissa. Today I wanted to just make some time to share with you a new hobby that I got into, which exudes so much passion from the inside of me, and that is succulents. Now, I am a little new to this world. For some of you, you've been into succulents for some time now. So you probably know every single name to each and every different one that's out there. I'm still getting used to it and getting more familiar. But you know what I found, and this is why I wanted to share this video with you, because the more I do my research with fellow YouTubers that are into succulents, cactus, planting them, collecting them. I didn't know that there was a difference between a designer and a collector of succulents. I think I'm discovering I'm both. I like different kinds, yet I like to put a display and design them together. I'm finding that I like that, and I'm going to show you one design that I put together on my own, which is technically my first one that I've done, and I wanted to make sure that I showed you that first. Today I bought this succulent at a like a potting nursery. It's not even a nursery because they don't really they don't specialize in selling like flowers and trees and stuff like that. They specialize in selling like pottery and fountains. But along with them selling those, they have a few plants and succulents that they're selling there. And so anyways, I picked this up. It was $6.95, which was a pretty good deal. I like this one because unlike any of the other succulents that I have bought and collected so far, this one's beautiful, yet it has like little fine pokey like pokes at the end, at the edges of this flower. They're not harmful to the touch like some cactus, but it's beautiful, yet it has like this boundary that it puts at the edge of its, well, they look like petals, but you know, at the edge of this succulent, they have like a barrier, like of pokey, like, hey, I'm beautiful, but if you come too close, I might poke you. And I think that's why I love succulents, because they're all different. And through God's creation, I have been finding a new appreciation for my Creator, God the Father. And just like this one, for instance, it's beautiful. Just like God's creation, us as well, right? It's beautiful. And sometimes us as women, we look like we got it all together on the outside. We're beautiful and we have so much to offer, yet we have these barriers that we put up that aren't always visible to others, but it's our way of protecting ourselves from being hurt. And I looked at this succulent that's beautiful, yet has these prickly things on the edges of it to where it would make you think like, don't touch it. But it's its way of protecting itself. And that's why it has that. And I just thought like how we're like that sometimes as moms and women, that sometimes we don't reach out, and or we have this wall up that is, hey, don't get too close. You could appreciate me from the outside, but but I not dare let you too close or you might get pricked. Anyways, I just think that that's so crazy, like how sometimes God shows us, like, or shows me how we, his creation, from the succulents to us, are all similar. You know, another thing I found out about succulents is in my research that they also can multiply. They also can, if you cut it to plant it in a different section, that it doesn't die. Like, you can just cut the top of it off, like this one. You can just cut the top, right? Leave a little bit of the stem, and then take that part and put it in dirt, and it will continue to grow. I've also learned that they can withstand the heat. they can withstand water. It's very much impossible to kill them unless you're like totally being neglectful, and that's like really hard to do, because even left on their own, they thrive, you know. So and again, I was like in awe of God's creation, because as I'm admiring the succulent, how they can withstand this different seasons and different weather that's thrown at it, I thought, man, like, Lord, how awesome is your creation? And then I believe God just shared this revelation with me, which was, if I have created a succulent, a beautiful plant, to withstand the seasons, how much more valuable are you, my children? How much more can you withstand? You know, I always heard that saying, you know, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. And just like the succulent, I was thinking like, Lord, if the succulent, your plant that you created for my beauty, for my appreciation, you created it for me to enjoy, how much more that no matter what happens, no matter what comes my way, what trial, what season, how much more stronger did you create me to withhold, I just think that it's amazing. I think it's amazing that that God has created us women to handle a lot. And I'll just encourage you out there, any woman out there that's going through a trial, you know, you are a daughter of a king. You are the daughter of the Most High God. And because of that, God has made you stronger than what we even give ourselves credit for. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. So stay focused, and just like the succulent, if it can withhold every season, so can you, and at a greater capacity, because you have God living on the inside of you. It doesn't get any more greater than that. So I hope that encourages you. This is just a little hobby of mine that God is using to show me how to appreciate His creation, but also how to appreciate how He created me. Don't cut yourself short, ladies. God bless. And so until the next video, bye. So here's the arrangement, my first design that I ever put together that I'm sharing with you today. That is a bird bath that it's sitting on. I opted to, because this is my first design, I opted to use it inside of a pot instead of putting it in the bird bath itself. So around the pot, I put some moss, just around right here. That's some moss, just to edge it out, to bring the green together. So here's some different kinds of succulents that I just stuffed in the inside. Now I filled the pot with dirt, and then I just started putting clippings in. This right here is the base. I worked around this succulent right here. Again, I'm not familiar with all the names. I'm going to be learning as I go, but I just wanted to fill you in and just show you what I did. I stuffed this little guy in here. It's like an orangey tangerine color. These, I just stuffed them. You just put them in there. And then around, as you can see, I just put some rocks to cover the dirt. Here goes some other ones. Again, here goes some of those. And then I just stuffed this little snail guy in there. So not too bad for my first design. Again, I'll be getting more familiar with the names of each succulent that I get more familiar with as I do my research. But I hope you guys like this.